Hello my lovelies, I'm Dr. Fiona Dissoni and I'm here today to talk to you about low AMH and how that relates to your overall health and fertility. AMH, or the anti-Mullerian hormone test, is an indicator of the number of preantral follicles in the ovaries, often referred to as ovarian reserve. It's more of a routine test for IVF because they need to estimate the number of eggs you may produce, and that information is used as a way to predict how a woman will respond to the ovulation stimulating drugs. While the AMH test can inform women about their chances of success at harvesting eggs for freezing or IVF, it is not a predictor of a woman's ability to get naturally pregnant through sex. Now, we are endowed with a primordial pool of follicles during fetal development. At birth, they measure 1 million. By the time we enter menarche, which is the beginning of our periods, they number around 500,000, and by the time we approach perimenopause, we have around 10,000. We never run out of eggs. This is a myth. And AMH is not a test for egg quality. In fact, there is no test for egg quality. The only way to know if an egg is chromosomally normal is to attempt to fertilize it and then perform a genetic test on the embryo. Now, if you are doing IVF, clearly having more eggs at IVF retrieval means that there's a greater opportunity for these eggs to fertilize. However, AMH does not predict your overall fertility in any manner. So these primordial follicles, they do not undergo any change or deterioration until they begin to circulate within the ovary's response to its internal environment, which is an inner result of how we relate to our external environment. So the number of circulating follicles is dependent upon many factors, such as blood flow to the uterus, blood flow to the ovaries, diet, lifestyle, your nutrition and the hormonal fuel to the ovaries, your emotional response to your environment, and your ability to restore and access the follicles to allow them to enter into a healthy internal environment. Now, this system must be addressed to improve the functioning of your ovaries, but the beauty is all of these things can be enhanced. Now, possible causes of low AMH include the oral contraceptive pill, smoking, being overweight, endometriosis, autoimmune diseases, your age, because clearly as we grow older, your AMH levels naturally decline, your DNA, or ovarian cysts. And then on the other hand, we've got high AMH levels, which can indicate PCOS or an ovarian tumor. Insulin resistance, high free testosterone readings, and elevated LDL cholesterol readings are usually present with high AMH. And interestingly, those high AMH levels of women do not decline with age. It's important to note that your AMH levels can fluctuate significantly during your cycle, with lower readings in the luteal phase compared to high readings in the follicular phase. So what can we do to improve AMH naturally? Supplement with vitamin D. Vitamin D assists in the production of AMH and improves IVF outcomes significantly. Now, I normally recommend 5,000 to 10,000 IU daily when working with my patients who are trying to conceive. DHEA is a hormone produced by the adrenal glands, and it influences the antral follicles. It improves the ovarian environment, and it'll also balance your hormones. Clearly, reduce stress, get adequate sleep, aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night, as this helps balance your hormones, particularly melatonin, which can assist in reversing oxidative damage to oocytes. Where possible, eat organic fruits and vegetables, and always know that nutrition is far superior than any supplement you could ever take. Energy balancing, and this could be acupuncture, qigong, chakra balancing, Reiki, kinesiology and reflexology, or applying the femoral massage. Now, this technique can actually increase the blood flow to the uterus and the ovaries, And this massage can be performed twice a day up to ovulation or on the day of your embryo transfer, but not beyond. Then we have things which I'm a big fan of, which are lower diaphragmatic breathing. I often call this belly breathing or baby breathing. Have you ever watched a baby breathe? Their belly literally rises and falls with the breath. So this breathing technique not only calms the parasympathetic nervous system, but also gets you to tune into your womb space. In Chinese medicine, we call this zigong, or the palace for the child. Keep yourself in supportive environments. And finally, Chinese herbal medicine. Now, most of my patients are over 40. Most have high FSH, low AMH, and other hormonal abnormalities, or have been diagnosed with poor ovarian reserve, poor egg quality, endometriosis, or recurrent miscarriages. And most have not found their answers solely within the Western reproductive model. In fact, it's been a balance of East meets West. Most have been able to rectify their internal energetic balances and go on to have beautiful babies. The good news is that although low AMH means that you have low ovarian reserve, it doesn't mean that you will not be able to conceive naturally. It is completely possible to get pregnant with your own eggs with low AMH. After all, it just takes one healthy egg and one healthy sperm.